and you all think life is hard for you now. I was born in what they call the silent generation, but I was raised in the boomer era. I was born just right around the area time period of D-Day, right at the end of World War II. So we were rationed our food and stuff like that. They gave out sugar coupons and different things like that because they were saving the food for the soldiers. But I can't remember any of that. What I do remember, oh my gosh, some of the stupid things that I did as a little girl. First of all, I was very curious. And I'm telling you, a curious little mind that, first of all, we didn't have money. We were very, very poor. My mom was not very affectionate or anything like that, but she, I had a stepdad, and he was an alcoholic. He did his thing. But we lived in this in his friend's house, and the things that went on there you don't even want to know about. And I might talk about it someday. But this curious little mind, like I said, we didn't have nothing. And the things that went on in my mind to try to sort out whatever it was that I needed to sort out, how to figure things out, how to find my answers to things. And my answer to one issue I always had to have answers. I don't remember much of asking any questions at that particular time at 4. And we didn't have many toys, but I loved baby dolls. And somebody had bought me this really beautiful baby doll. Remember back when I know some of you will remember that these doll babies had the most beautiful hair and cute little dresses and stuff, and they had the felt tongue. You could see the tongue and the eyes. The eyelids rolled back when you tilted them a certain way and stuff. And they kind of like, they looked real. Now, this curious mind of mine naturally had to have answers. Had to know what was going on inside that baby doll head. Well, apparently I liked to take things apart when I was little. So I can see myself now, even to this day. We lived out in the country, and a rickety old house. I mean, nowadays it's still standing as the last that I heard. It was very rickety and all run down, nobody living there. But at the time, it wasn't all that really bad, but it wasn't, they hadn't painted or anything like that. But we had a sidewalk that went from the driveway up to the house. And where this idea come from, I do not know. And you want to talk about being a rebel. I was a rebel at 4 years old because inquiring minds want to know. I can just see myself. I don't know, this little short little girl that we wore dresses. That's all. That's what we were allowed to wear, was dresses. And I don't know where and when this idea hit me, but I had to find out what was going on in that baby doll's head. And we often think about today, like say for instance, my daughter had 3 boys, and they had horses, and they had to have hay, and they would go out and buy these hay bales and put them in the barn, stack them all up, right? So, and one day, her boys, you wonder what's going on in kids' heads, went down there and cut open all those bales of hay, cut them open and scattered them all over the place. So we said, what was saying, what was going on in your head when you decided to do that? Well, as I look back on me, a little 4-year-old girl, standing there with that beautiful baby doll in my arms, looking in its eyes, looking at its tongue, and knowing that little Joycey Poo had to find out what was behind those eyes. So I did the only logical thing I could do at 4. I took that baby doll. I can just see me now. Grabbing that baby doll by its feet and picking it up like that and slamming its head down on that sidewalk over and over and over again till I opened up its head. Now, you want to talk about the disappointment that I went through as a little girl, opening up my beautiful baby doll's head just to find nothing in there but mechanical eyes. Of course, naturally, they all fell apart. And the tongue was not a tongue at all. It was just a piece of felt material. And there it was. I had no baby doll, no more. So, and I guess, you think about it, now that was my first experience, I guess, as I can remember, of making a choice of what I wanted to do because I was curious, just to end up very disappointed. Well, how many of us can do that today in our life? That we're so curious about something that we and of course, and I didn't look at it as a risk because I'm only 4. But you think about today, as we get older, and we know more, we think we know more about what the end result is going to be if we take a risk and do something. No, it ain't even, maybe we're not even thinking of it as a risk. We just get something in our head that we think we know that we have to do this in order to make what we want to do complete. Not thinking about whether there's a risk or not, just knowing we want to do it and not even contemplating what the outcome may be. It may end up good. It may be that we end up totally disappointed in what we thought it might turn out to be. So, that's one of my childhood stories. And I love baby dolls to this day. I have pursued buying baby dolls, lifelike baby dolls similar to that. Probably trying to recapture something that I got rid of, that I was very disappointed in what I saw because of my curiosity. They say curiosity killed the cat. Well, that curiosity didn't kill me. It didn't kill the cat. It killed my baby doll. Remember, if you believe you can, if you believe you can't, you're right. You have a great day.